we talked the last time you guys played the Chiefs, 4 years ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, remind me what I said so I don't have to say it again.
Well, what you said last time was perfect, so however it goes, it's always a new year.
Oh, for sure, man. This is a new year, new opportunity, new guys, new experience for a lot of them just to see what's happening. But it's also been a great journey of faith, just watching how these guys have grown. And, I do something every year for them. And this year, we got Bibles engraved with their names on them for the whole team. And watching them put them in their bags and make sure they brought them with them was a blessing for me to watch guys that were not a part of chapel, but they said thank you for the Bible. Just so, I'm praising God for that. I'm just praising God that what's going to take place it's out of man's hands. It really is.
We've actually had the privilege of praying for a few of your players and just watching them, just pouring into them. It's so exciting to see that. Obviously, from 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was when you played the Chiefs last time, there's been, like you said, new players, new things going on. How do you see the Lord just working in a big way through what you're able to do and just impacting these younger players?
Well, I think, first of all, the Lord doesn't change. He brings people in, he takes people out, but he's consistent. And what he asks for us to do is be consistent as well. So sometimes there's an evolution that takes place in terms of your spirit where you move to another level. And what I've been able to see is God is really moving some of the guys we have. We have a younger group of guys, and watching what God has done with some of these young guys, watching the fire that they have. And our chapel started with a few guys. It grew. Now we have standing room only. And the reason I believe that is because they're out recruiting guys to come also. And I don't do it, they do it. So that's what I've seen. I've seen them not be ashamed of the gospel. Yeah.
That's so awesome, man. What and I want to say this is Earl Smith. He's a chaplain for the 49ers. And you're part of Athletes in Action, right?
No,
not anymore?
No?
Okay. I wasn't sure because there is a big contingency, but I wasn't sure.
In the NFL, there's a lot of guys that are team chaplains that are part of the AIA.
Yeah.
Some FCA, but mostly AIA.
Yeah.
But I was a chaplain at a prison, so I came straight from San Quentin to start doing this.
So Mike Barber usually comes and talks to you. He's not here to.
Mike very, very well. We've done a lot of prisons together. In fact, I'm going to be going with him to preach at a prison tomorrow night.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, so how about let's talk a little bit. But like Bart Starr says, football is the best team sport there is. Why is that?
Well, I believe it's because every guy has to be aligned together. And no matter what the opposition is, because on the defense, every play is designed to stop. And on offense, every play is designed to win. So now if you work in unison with each other, then there's another power that takes place. And that power supersedes what each side is planning. So sometimes you'll see a run for 60 yards and you'll say, how did that happen? They'll run the play again and get 1 yard. There was something different that took place, but everybody was still doing their jobs. So for football, and Bart Starr, I love him, and I say baseball is. And the reason I say baseball is it's the only sport when you can bat 300 and be a success. It's the only sport in the world where you can be a failure and people still love you like you're a success. So that's just my sport. But I love baseball, yeah.
Anything else? Any blessing you would like to talk over the team while we're standing here?
I just pray health and strength for both sides. I pray that the people that come will be able to leave with the reality that God has done something unique and special beyond what they thought could happen, because that's the kind of God we serve. And I tell these guys, if you're just who you are, God's going to do something magnificent in your life, and that's what I'm expecting.
Last year we did a special for CBS around the Bart Starr Award, and we did a package on DeMar Hamlin, and I asked all the players, and it was so amazing to hear how that whole situation changed the outlook on prayer that we don't normally see on TV.
Right. They started. Well, the 49ers through Pat Ritchie was the first team, along with the New York Giants, that actually did prayer at the 50-yard line. And so for us, it's always been significant. But when DeMar, what happened with him, people started to see players rallying together, not only praying, but weeping. So they were being authentic. And isn't that really something that you can be authentic and still in this gladiator sport? And that's the God we serve. And that's what happened as a result of that. So when they're praying, when we're on that 50-yard line afterwards, no matter the battle, you lock hands and you just give God glory for getting through that battle.
It's always good to see you, man.
Thank
I'm
you,
so
Doc.
glad I
Bless
saw you.
All right, bless you guys.
We'll see you later.